Our secondary honorary doctorate is being awarded to Mr. Billy Mills, who is also today's keynote speaker. Billy, a member of the Oglala Sioux tribe, was born and raised on the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation. Orphaned at age 12, he took up running and set records in numerous events during high school. He earned a track scholarship to the University of Kansas, where he excelled in cross country. At the 1964 Summer Olympics, Billy became the first and remains the only gold medalist from the United States in the 10,000-meter run. His winning time of 28 minutes and 24.4 seconds was almost 50 seconds faster than he had run before, and set a new Olympic record for the event. He later set U.S. records for the 10,000-meter run and the 3-mile run. He and fellow American Jerry Lindgren both broke the 6-mile run record in 1965. He has been inducted into numerous halls of fame, including the South Dakota Hall of Fame. He is an author, a public speaker, and co-founder of the nonprofit organization Running Strong for American Indian Youth. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the action of the Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon Billy Mills the honorary degree Doctor of Public Service, with all of the rights, privileges, and honors, as well as the responsibilities pertaining thereto. Mr. Mills, would you join us? I'm going to let you. Sorry.
Thank you, Dr. Rankin, and thank you, South Dakota School of Mines and Technology. In many ways, today is a welcome home day for me. No, I'm not an alumni until now. But I ran my first official track meet as a young 12-year-old boy on the School of Mines track. Looking back, my uniform was an extra-size large old pair of high-top tennis shoes. I had an old pair of Levi's, but I had a brand new white t-shirt. I got last place in the 40-meter run, but my father had died just a few months before, and as I was mourning him, I needed something that challenged me. I finished last, but it was an incredible moment, reaching within the depths of my capabilities and competing against myself to the greatest extent possible. The footprints on that track etched unforgettable moments in my mind. I wanted to experience that again. I continued to run. 1964, Tokyo, Japan, on a volcanic cinder ash wet track. Again, I laid footprints on Mother Earth that forever, along with the footprints etched on the track here at the School of Mines, forever altered my life. But today belongs to you. Yesterday was just a memory. Today, tomorrow a dream, today well lived is an opportunity for all of us to etch those footprints that alter our lives for the betterment of humanity. I was 7 years old. My mother was sick. Cancer, tuberculosis, diabetic. She died when I was 8. I was mourning my mother. My dad said, "Son, you have broken wings. And it takes a dream to heal broken wings. Follow your dream, son. It's the pursuit of a dream that'll heal you. He challenged me to follow the dream. It will introduce me to a passion, a positive, constructive passion. Pursue the passion. Develop your skills to equal the passion. Bring them together, son. What happens when a beautiful, positive passion meets equal skills? I remember simply saying, I don't know, Daddy. Boom! He clapped his hands. I'll tell you what happens. Magic happens. And over your lifetime, one or two of the magical things you do just may become a miracle. My dad had me believing in magic. He had me believing in miracles. He had me believing in dreams. And then he died. To the School of Mines, Technology, I accept the honor being bestowed upon me on behalf of my father, and also on behalf of my wife, Patricia, my business partner, who for 60 years, 4 months, 3 weeks today, has encouraged me to follow the dream, to stay the course, continually as you go from stage to stage in our life and our marriage. Find a new passion, develop the skills, bring them together, create the magic. I challenge you. This is your moment. The world needs you. So I'm humbled and I'm honored to accept the degree being bestowed upon me. But I just want to share a few thoughts with you. When my mother died, my dad was mentoring me. He had me believing in magic and miracles. At the age of 12, my dad died. My world came crushing down. But I had 7 siblings, younger and older. Just by how they looked at me, I knew they believed in me. I knew they loved me. But I wasn't ready. The next 14 years were challenging, almost beyond my capability. The winds of change in America, in the world, were blowing. Plessy versus Ferguson, overturned with Brown versus Board of Education. The Civil Rights Act was passed, signed a month before I won my Olympic gold medal. Vietnam was escalating. The Native American Rights Fund was formed to fight for human rights of indigenous people. I was not ready. No one helped me try to understand. The first 3 times I made All-American, I'll never forget the words. I no longer feel the pain. You, yeah, you, the darker-skinned one, we want you out of the photo. Why? I stepped out of the photo. A Canadian simply said, Billy's the only American making All-American. The other 4 of us are international students going to the U.S. schools. One man said, I'm not getting my photo taken unless Billy can have his photo taken. My first exposure to global unity, to the dignity, character, beauty of global diversity. But I broke. My junior year in college, I'm on the verge of suicide. The 4th floor, the window's open. My knees are on the chair. My body, except for my hands, are outside of the window. But I want to tell you why I didn't jump. I didn't hear through my ears. Energy, my body, movement, spoke an unspoken word. Don't It sounded like my father's voice. I started crying. I got off the chair, and I wrote down a dream to heal a broken soul. I wrote down Olympic gold medal, 10,000-meter run, the creator of all that is, has given me the ability. The rest is up to me. I wrote down gold medal, 10,000-meter run. Go back to the University of Kansas and met, to me, the most beautiful lady in the world. Within a year, we're married. Her dreams became my dreams. My dreams became her dreams. Collectively, she got her degree later, a degree, master's degree. Together, we pursued a gold medal at the Olympic Games. I just want to share with you that moment for me that was magical. Today's your magical moment. She was sitting 14 rows up, 95 meters from the finish line, 3 chairs in from the aisle. I walk past her to the starting line. The gun goes off, lap after lap, runners fall behind. We cross the 3-mile. We're under the world record. I'm running the fastest 3-mile of my life, but we have over 3 more miles to go. There's no way I could continue. I was going to quit. I looked into the stands to make sure I quit where nobody could recognize me. But I focused on my wife. She's crying. 1 more lap, 1 more lap. 2 laps to go. There's 4 of us left. Wolde from Ethiopia, he's beginning to fade. I'm struggling. I take the lead 1 more time. Clark, the world record holder, came right past me, but he slowed the pace. I knew I was in the race to the finish. 400 meters to go, I move into first place again on Clark's shoulder. He pushes me into the 3rd lane. I stumbled. Gamoudi from Tunisia broke between us. I'm pushed again. Clark and Gamoudi take off. A year before the Olympic Games, I'm diagnosed hypoglycemic, type 2 diabetic. We did not know how to deal with it. I start to go low blood sugar, a sticky, clammy sweat, not the free sweat of exercise. My vision coming and going. I decided to let them get maybe 10 yards ahead of me. I'd make one final try coming off the curve, 95 meters to the finish, where my wife, Patricia, was sitting. As I'm reaching that point, I'm not able to close. I'm lifting my knees, pumping my arms, but I'm not able to close. A runner in lane 1, behind Clark and Gamoudi, who are 8 yards ahead of me, comes in front of me, the lane 5 to let me go by. As I go by, I glance out at the corner of my eye. In the center of his singlet, I saw an eagle. I'm back to this little boy. Son, if you do these things I'm sharing with you, someday you may have the wings of an eagle. Wings of an eagle. It was powerful. It was sacred. It was emotional. Wings of an eagle. I can win. I can win. But I may not get to the finish line first. But I'm going to win. Did I contradict myself? Then, but I'm still going to try to get to the finish line first. Wings of an eagle, the tape breaks across my chest. I come to a stop. An official came up to me, and his words were, "Who are you? Who are you?" And my words were, "Oh my God, did I miscount the laps? Finished, finished. You are the new Olympic champion. Is there anything we can do for you?" I said, "I'm going to go tell the German athlete, the eagle on his singlet helped me win, but I want my wife." Where is she? 95 meters up the track, 14 rows up, 3 rows in from the aisle. I find the German. I start to tell him the eagle helped me win. There was no eagle. It was simply a perception. Perceptions can create us. Perceptions can destroy us. You will face many, many perceptions as you start your journey, as you start creating your career. America today is responding to perceptions without willing to find the truth. Patricia told me moments later, they're tapping her on the shoulder. Mrs. Mills, the new Olympic champion, once his wife. They brought her to me. We hugged and we're crying. I said, Pat, I know what it meant. What meant? I'm going to win, but I may not get to the finish line first. She looks at me without asking, but her eyes said, what were you thinking? What does it mean? Patricia, I healed a broken soul. And in the process, I won an Olympic gold medal. I set on a course in our travels. We've traveled to over 100 countries. I set on a course to understand and try to implement what I learned from the Olympic Games. I learned a true sense of global unity through the dignity, through the character, through the beauty of global diversity. I brought that home. I wanted to help promote national unity through the dignity, through the character, through the beauty of our national diversity. I feel so strongly that our Constitution is meant for all, with no exclusions. One nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. As I get ready to close, I want to share with you the dialogues we had with other young people throughout the world. They were studying what I was studying. Sometime in the next month, Google and understand the doctrine of discovery. You'll understand the land and how it was gathered by immigrants from Europe. I'm half white, I'm half Dakota. Footprints from both the European immigrants and the indigenous people represent my ancestry. Understand slavery. Study the war on drugs, Jim Crow. That's what other countries, 8 of the last 12 countries we've gone to, the young people are studying. The winds of change are blowing, not just in America, but globally. And you young people graduating, generations following you, will choreograph the horizon of America's future. You'll choreograph the horizon of the future of the youth throughout the world. I believe so strongly in our Lakota prayer, we are all related. The doctrine of discovery, their footprints, the Western movement, those footprints, the footprints of slavery. Treaty signed, treaties broken. Jim Crow. The war on drugs. They're etched into our social fiber, our educational system, our political system, forever influence on our rule of law. Our Constitution is sacred. I believe in it. I believe in you. America is at a crisis. Your voice needs to be heard. Your words need to be heard. I wanted, with my wife, to empower the dreams, to inspire the dreams of the youth, to inspire, to empower the visions of the elders. I want to bring people together. The most powerful Lakota prayer, we're all related. So the footprints that went into creating our incredible country, we need to know them. We need to understand them. We need to improve them and mature our democracy to the incredible sacredness that it portrays. So your voice definitely needs to be heard. Your voice matters. I challenge you to pursue your passion, create the magic, create the miracles for the betterment of humanity. This is your time. The American dream awaits you. I await the magic, the miracles you'll create. What I'd like to do in closing is to dedicate a 90-second video about dreams. There's captions on the video. Those up close will not be able to see all of it. Judy Collins sings Amazing Grace. You read captions on the top and bottom of the video. Features 4 Olympians and the challenge that they had to overcome to achieve their dream. Today, one of your dreams have come true. There are new dreams to follow. So if we're ready with this 90-second video, I close by dedicating this to you. I believe in you. You humble me. Your brilliance, your resilience inspires me. Let's have the video. I dedicate it to you. Every dream has a passion. Every passion has its destiny. I believe in you. Congratulations to all. Thank you.
Thank you, Billy.